Good morning, brothers and sisters.
We are Kumar and Catherine Aryal, missionaries of Makati Gospel Church. We are currently serving at International Graduate School of Leadership, IGSL, where we teach and mentor students from over 20 different countries. I have been teaching at IGSL for the past 8 years. I teach missions and community development courses. I also mentor students in a small group called Iron Sharpening Group, ISE, which is based on Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. It says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." One of my former ISE members, Hosea Felix, has now become a faculty member at IGSL. Here is what Hosea says about his ISE experience. Being in an ISE was a great blessing and a highlight of my studies at IGSL. ISE provided a space to process all the knowledge acquired in the classroom. It was enriching to experience a group where different individuals brought different perspectives to sharpen my views and convictions. Now I'm handling classes of my own that consist of people from different backgrounds and work with multicultural faculty. My ISE experience is a treasure trove that I can always go back to. What a joy indeed to see a disciple becoming a colleague and discipling others. In addition to teaching and mentoring, I was also the director of life mentoring for the past 4 years, serving the student population at IGSL in their character formation. Recently, I have transitioned out of that role to focus on future ministry preparations.
Hi, I'm Katz, and I have been teaching at IGSL for about a decade in the Leadership and Education Studies Department. I teach courses such as creating learning environments, Bible teaching methods, facilitating small groups, and team leadership. I have had the privilege of training leaders from the military, the arts and entertainment, pastors, and denominational leaders from different countries. I also lead an ISG, small group of women who are now serving in various ministry settings. Here is a student testimony of where the Lord has called one of my ISG members to serve in now.
Hello, I am April Antique, a graduate of IGSL and one of Ate Kat's ladies in her Iron Sharpening Group. Ate Kat's has been so instrumental in developing my heart and skills as a teacher and as an equiper to the cadets of PNPA. And now, I am involved in training our police executive leaders all over the country. We are pointing our police colonels to Jesus and encouraging them to do their part in transforming the Philippines.
We are really thankful to the Lord for allowing us to serve Him in training leaders at IGSL these past years.
Regarding our future ministry, we have sensed God's call since the early 2019. As we enter the new year 2020, we have been convinced that God is calling us to go and serve Him in Nepal. Little did we know that barely 2 months after we have responded to God's call, the world would be battling this COVID-19 pandemic.
More than ever, this deepened our conviction all the more to go, believing God is preparing us to do a special work in a predominantly Hindu nation for such a time as this. Nepali people worship millions of gods, from animals such as cows and dogs to worshiping sun, stones, trees, and plants, even worshiping little girls they believe to be living goddesses called Kumari. The Nepalese are such warm people, very devout in their worship, yet many die every day without knowing the Lord Jesus Christ. It is with this conviction of sharing the gospel and bringing Christ's love that our family has responded to God's call to move to Nepal.
God willing, we will be pioneering a ministry called the Center for Holistic Development, which will focus on training leaders and reaching the unreached people groups. Please do pray for our family as we make preparations to move to Nepal. We would like to thank you all for your prayers and your partnership in our ministry. We truly appreciate it. We look forward to what God will do in the expansion of His kingdom in Nepal. May He keep us in His grace and find us faithful.
To God be the glory.